All right, this is my workhorse and one of my babies. Unfortunately, her paintwork is a little Arizona rash or sunburn, as somebody once told me. So what I've got to do today is to replace the ball joints and replace the control arm bushings. And I say today, this is going to take me a couple of days. I don't rush shit. And what I have here is a lovely polyurethane bush kit for the control arms. In these little boxes here, let me show you, is the ball joints. Look at that beef ass motherfucker. Beef ass. Beefy, beefy. Tim Allen. And in these boxes, though the boxes are a different size, the piece inside is the same. It's the difference between the top and the bottom ball joint. And there it is. Look at that beauty. It's a fucking beauty. Hey, it's my beauty. Look at that motherfucker. Wow. So we have top and we have bottom ball joints. I don't know which is which, but I'll find out. And then we have this lovely polyurethane kit. So you are going to watch me do it. You don't have to, you can bugger off. But I'm going to do it. You might find it interesting, especially if you happen to like swearing, because you can bet your life I'm going to be cussing. All right, let's get the baby up in the air, get the wheel off, and get started. One thing I want to show you before I get started on the Dodge is see how nicely it fits there on the ramp, and then you come around this side. Whoops, it's kind of hanging off a little bit there, so I got to be careful when I jack this up. I was just going to jack up one side, but I think what I am going to do is jack up both sides. That way there's less chance of it tilting off the ramp, which is not something I want to deal with. I'd have to call the local fire department to get me out of the shit I've created. Now, yeah, I could have pulled it over this way a little bit, I know that, but I'm sure it's going to be okay where it is. All right, let's get this fucker up in the air. Right, I'm going to push this video out before I even do any work. Why? Because I wanna. What I got to do here, take the caliper off, push it to one side. Take the shock off, push it to one side. Take the tie rod end off here, push it to one side. Take this sway bar link off, push it to one side. I've ordered new bumpers. Did I need to? Probably not, but I just like to. My rotors are good. My pads are shit. So I'm ordering new pads as well. Then I can start taking this baby apart. What I'm going to do is support it here with my little jack so that the spring doesn't bite my fucking head off once I've taken all of these things off. Then I can get this lower control arm out. That's a big mofo. And get the upper control arm out. As you can see, all the bushes are shit. And as you can see here, the ball joint is really shit. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whilst the cotter pin, split pin is incorrect, as in it is incorrect, not incorrect, bending it over the way it's been done is wrong. It should have been bent up and out. So I'm assuming that was not factory. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, I mean, that really doesn't look factory. Maybe it was, I don't know. If that was factory, that's fucking disgraceful, because that is not the correct way to do a split pin. Yes, it should be in here, in that hole. That is perfectly correct. And yes, it will work, but it's not right. It ain't purdy. All right, so, I've got to do some PB Blaster on that thread, and then we're going to start ripping some shit out. I may or may not show you you may or may not be interested. So maybe I'll show you even though you're not interested. And that one's got to have some juice on it too. Doesn't need much. It's only a bump stop. But as you can see from the, what shall we say, the outer side of it, it's fucked. So let's get on and do it. Get this caliper off. And we'll do the brake pads at the same time. Right, time to start taking things off. First thing I want to do is get my brake caliper out of the way. I was surprised to find it's actually a 3/8 hex, and that's in the back here. Oops, dumb shit there. Okay, and also down there. Now over there, hopefully you can see that, I put a hook in the chassis with a piece of rope on it so that I can hang the hang my dang there. Oh, my light went out. So I can hang the caliper on there. Now, actually, let me give this a little bit of a pinch with me pinchers. That's why it'll make it easy for me to remove it. And I don't need much here, I'm just trying to give me a bit of relief. There you go. Alright, so now, in theory, and we all love theory, don't we? Monty Python would say. A theory that is mine, is that dinosaurs are thin at one end, much thicker in the middle, and thin at the other end. And if you don't know that Monty Python sketch, I feel sorry for you, because it's amusing. Okay, come on you, come on out. No, of course, it wouldn't go easy because I'm recording it. I got a feeling I'm actually out of the thread now, so yeah, I am. Just gotta pull the pin out. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Whew, damn, these are tight. Tight as a duck's ass. And look at that baby, huh? And that even pulled out the sleeve, so I'm going to have to give that a fucking good clean before I put it back in to make sure my brakes operate properly. So you should also note that. That's part of the caliper. Yeah, let's see when this is going to bite me. Not quite yet. I'm gonna bite you in a minute. I'm really gonna fuck with you. Ooh. And now I like them tight, but wow. Well, that's gone really tight. Obviously that is no longer in there. There we go. Let's see what this one brings out with it. Whew. Bit of an effort here. Yep, and it's brought out that as well. Alright, so we're going to have to loosen these up. Now, let me take my caliper off. There we go. Get rid of these pads, which, as you can see, are, you know, kind of at the end of their life. Oh, I'll get that one off in a minute. Let me, first of all, tie this mofo up so that I don't stretch or damage the the hose. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give this a good old clean up. Okay. Let me just, oh, I'm sorry, you're probably not seeing this. So I'm just going to tie it up there. Just to make sure. Now, I'm not going to film the other side when I do it because that's kind of pointless. You know, I do one side and you figure out the other, can't you? Huh? Because you're not stupid. You're watching this so that you can top up your knowledge. Okay, so that is now done. Next thing is to take this sway bar link off. Damn, this light. Stop doing that. I'm going to have to spank you. All right, so let's get this off. Don't know what I need yet. Let me go find the right tool and we'll be... Whoops, let me go find the right tool for this and we'll be right back. Right, to remove this sway bar link. That's a 15. This is a 13, which fits on here. Actually, that's kind of loose. Let me go and get a 12. I don't like that. That's not right. Damn it, a 12 doesn't fit. Huh. Guys, would you please choose metric or imperial or whatever you want to call it, but for Christ's sake, settle. It's a half. It's a fucking ½ inch. All right, here we go. Terrific. So that's off. That nut is boiling hot. With your butter. Okay, grab your washers, keep all of them because this is all going back on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these. So now we need to do the underside. Haha, that thingy is in the way. So let me just get this out of the way. By the way, I've mentioned it so many times, you're probably sick of it, but this is a great little jack, providing you have a compressor. All right, now, let's take that extension off. My wife doesn't like me to take the extension off. She likes me to leave it on, but hey, you know, you got your pride. Okay, here we go. He says. And there she blows. Oh, don't you like it when she blows? Did I say that out loud? Yeah, of course I did. Because I'm disgusting, despicable little shit. All right, now you can't get that out of there without, you know, lowering one of the control arm. So, that's going to stay there, and do remember when you're putting it all back together. Right, next is we've got to get this. Oh, that's way too big. This sway bar link off. Sorry, not sway bar link. It's oh, come on! What's the matter with you? Don't you know what I'm looking at? Tie rod end. Let's call it a tie rod end. There we go. Now, that is relatively new, so I'm hoping, actually no, let me do it the other way, that if I put this on here, upside down, get my persuader, I can knock it off. Let me see, where's my persuader? My drawer of persuaders. Oh, my big one's not there. All right, well, we'll have to go for a sledgehammer to crack a fucking walnut. And there she blows. That was not what I intended to do, but there you go. Now, as I can put the nut back on here without being a problem, that's what I'm going to do. So, what's next? well, I don't want to take these off, but I'm certainly going to loosen them. And I'm not sure what size they are. What size, where's my socket? Yeah. Oh, damn, my nuts fell off. What is this? This is a 22. It's not a 22. I think it's a 24, and I've got a feeling that socket's a 27. Yeah, it's a 27. So I need a 24. Let's just do it with a wrench. I just want to crack them. I'm not going to undo them because that's too fucking dangerous. Yeah, they're 24s. So let me see if I can undo it. Yeehaw! Okay, I'm just going to spin it down. I'm not going to take it off. All right. Same up here. Ooh, oh, that ain't a 24. That's a lot smaller. That says 22. Oh, I don't think I have a 21, do I? Oh, I do. I have a 21. And it is a 21. So I'm going to get a 21 wrench on that. I hope you're enjoying running around with me. And if you're not, tough shit. 21. Yeah, that's good. 21. So we've got 21 up there. All right. Now I'm not going to take those off because there's a lot of tension on that spring. And I need to get that in there. But next, yeah, wasn't what I was going to do, but I'm going to take the shock absorber off because it's going to tie things up otherwise. So, shock absorbers off next. I'm going to end the video here so that I can get this published, and it's a cliffhanger. You're going to have to come back for part 2. Aren't I a bastard? Yeah, well, I'm a son of a bastard, that's for sure. My father's parents never married. Ooh, naughty. And that was back in the 20s too. Well, well. Yes, and he was a policeman. And you know what the angels say, all coppers are bastards. Well, in my father's case it was true, but he was an extremely honourable bastard. And I loved him dearly. Right. That's it for this video. Please do the usual. Like, comment, subscribe, send me loads of money. Okay, I don't tell you where you can send money, but there you go. That's a minor detail. And then come back for part 2 tomorrow. All right, so the lower shock absorber bolt here is a 21mm. I need to get that undone and out of the way. On the other side, I believe, let me confirm, is a captive nut. Yes, it is. It's captive, as in, I don't feel it turning. Oh, because there's a locking bar on it, which is always extremely handy. So what we need to do is get this motherfucker off of here. Of course, if I'd had half a brain, I'd have used a ratchet on this, wouldn't I, huh? So let's go for the full swing instead. Boing! Round one. All right, now on the other side now, the locking bar nut has swung down, and I'll show you that in a second. I promise I won't lie to you. Well, I might, but not when you're going to notice. Tell you what, these fuckers take a bit of effort. Now, Oh yeah, no, I was going to say I don't need to undo the top of the shock absorber, but I do, because I'm doing the upper control on as well. So, ignore the lie. There, that's the locking bar. See? Now, there is actually a bit of stress on this bolt because the shock absorber and the spring are fighting it. Now, not sure how this is going to go. When I finally get this out, it feels really fucking tight. So I'm wondering if that spring is going to be a bitch. Could be. I don't recall it being that much of a bitch, but actually, stop right there. I'm going to support this so that I can get this bolt out. This is really tight. I can feel the tension in it, and it's probably caused by the spring. So let me get my little jack that I've dropped and get some pressure under this. Back in a minute. All right, now I've got a bit of support here with a jack and whatever you use. It comes out. It was fighting the spring, and that's not good. So next thing to do, I want to take the top nuts off and get the shock absorber out of the way. Then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to see if I can loosen the tension and get this hub carrier out of the way, but that's going to be a little tricky because we're fighting this spring. So that's where this little baby here, and you know, you use whatever you use to support it, but that is something that needs to be done because that spring wants to take your head off. And whilst I am a great believer in getting head, not when it removes mine. So next thing, shock absorber out of the way, then we can make... Hey, Harbour Freight, come on, this light turns off every time I touch it. Then, once we've got the tension off the spring, we can remove all the shit. Oh, look at that, there's another one that I didn't cover in PB Blaster. And believe me, buddies, you need to cover all of these in PB Blaster. Yeah, it's kind of messy, but it's going to make your life so much easier. There we go. All right. And that will soak overnight because there's no way I'm doing this tonight because my wife will beat the crap out of me. She's such a bully. I'm going to give them another dose too. And that one. Can't have too much of a good thing. All right, enough time to start getting that shock absorber out of the way. Okay, I did this off camera. I didn't mean to, but I did. I hit that with a fucking big hammer. And as you can see, the joint has now popped. And I did the same down here. Hit it with a fucking big hammer and the joint has popped. Now, the only reason everything is still in place is because of this jack. Now, what I can do now is I can lower this jack very slowly, but I'm not going to do that until I get this damn shock absorber out of the way because I don't trust everything I want. I want things to be free. And I left the nuts on, as you can see. That way, I don't lose my head. So, next phase, get this fucking shock absorber out of the way for a start off, and then lower the pressure on this jack here, and hopefully, all things being well, release the pressure from that spring so that I can undo the nuts and get the ball joints off. Wish me luck. Alright, just wanted to show you this. Now, although I haven't removed the shock absorber, which I said I would, I will still do that. Now I have taken the tension off of the spring, but, okay, yeah, there's a gap there, but look what happens here. The nut hits. So I'm going to have to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bottom one off, make sure I'm all clear and free, and then I may jack up the base of this just so I can get that nut off. I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's holding everything, but I want to make sure I get that tension off the spring. So my thought is to take this nut off. Yeah. I have thoughts. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that, should I? I have thoughts. Gosh, look at the state of that. And pry this off. Once I've got that off, then I'll lift it up so that I can remove that nut. It's going to be fun putting it back together. You've got to do things in a certain sequence and make sure that I get the sway bar link in there too. Because if you don't, you're going to be fucked. Oh, I like being fucked, but, you know, in the nicest way. All right. Just thought I'd show that. Okay. So I did jack it up again. That allows me to remove this. And despite the fact I think these are good, I'm going to replace them with new ones. I've ordered new bump stops. I still haven't taken the shock absorber out, have I? Smack my bottom. And as you can see here, this has now come loose. Maybe. Okay, it's really come loose now. That wasn't spring tension, in case you were thinking it was. It's purely the weight of all this shit. So now, what I gotta do, I'm gonna take this mofo out. I'm gonna take this hub off of here, this hub assembly. I'm going to retrieve my poor little jack that... It took a dive, poor little bastard. All right. And then, this spring will probably come out. Yeah, look, there you go. Let's get that baby out of the way. And, geez, I'm knocking shit all over the place. I'm going to give this a fucking good clean before I put it back in. Okay. These, unfortunately, are not arriving till Monday, so I won't be able to change them until next week. But I can get all the bushes done here, get this control arm off, get this ball joint out, and yes, I will show you some of that. Hopefully you will find it interesting, and if you don't, I don't give a fuck. Ha ha ha. Gosh, what a mess. What a mess, what a load of crap. Good God, look at it. It's disgusting. I might try and give that a clean up, I'm not sure yet. I'm certainly going to give this a clean up. Hey, it's 1998 dirt. It needs a clean up. Alright guys, this is going to be the beginning, I guess, because I've already got another video downloading. This is going to be the beginning of part 2. Aren't you excited? Yes, you are. And the next piece that I will add in will still be part 2. Okay. I have to caveat what I'm about to do with permission of God. God is my wife. I am out here in the garage and I am playing, for want of a better word, working on my truck to get some things done. She likes to sit on the sofa and read books, which is great. And I like to be out here in the garage playing with my toys. I could not wish for a better wife that allows me to do my shit and doesn't get pissed at me. Guys, if you have a wife like that, treasure her. She is gold. My wife is gold. What I'm about to do is going to make some noise. It's 8 o'clock in the evening and I won't be making noise much later. I'll have to do everything manually because I got a funny feeling I'm going to be out here for a while. Oh dear, that doesn't fit. Shit. What can I do to make it fit? I need a deep 24. How about if I push it on? Oh, well. I thought that was a 24. It won't reach it. Give me a moment. Well, it would appear I do not have a deep 24. So I'm going to have to do this manually. Oh, maybe. Do I have a deep 21? Don't go away. Are you still there? Oh. Okay guys, I don't have a deep 21, but what I do have is a deep 13/16. I can't guarantee this is going to work, but let's give it a shot, huh? Is there enough room? Well, there's enough room. How can I get it on there? Okay, it's on. Now I need my 24. Ha ha ha! Needs must when the devil drives, huh? All right. Oh, hang on, get off me gun. All right. Wow. That's a big ass mofo. Yep, and let's put it together so we know where it goes. Now, how about this last one, huh? Oh, okay. It's coming out. It's not going to be easy. Okay. What I did with that, oh, there it is. Let's put that on that bolt. Wow. Now, guys, let me get this out of my way. Okay, now this is going to be heavy and fun. Good God. All right, lower control arm is out. Now I'm gonna get this ball joint off and clean up this control arm. And you don't need to see me clean it. However, just let me grab the camera a second. Take this clip off, this circlip, and pound the fucker out. That's what you do. Now I'm going to clean this, replace these bushes, and make the fucker look good and work. There we go. That's it on this particular section. Upper control arm next. Okay, you may not see this, maybe too dark. The only way I can figure to get these bushes out is to burn them out. And I got a funny feeling my bottle is not got enough gas in it, but there we go. Maybe I'll let it burn for a bit. See if I can get that fucker out of there. Hey, let the flame do the work, huh? What do you think? Good idea? Bad idea? I've got a press. Maybe I could organise something with a press. But for the moment, I'm just going to let that fucker burn. Fucker burn, fucker burn. Good night for a barbecue anyway. I'm going to let it burn for a bit and then see if I can pull that centre shaft out. And if I can't, no big deal. Just let it burn. ply is gone. Jeez, that mofo don't want to let go. Hey, look at that baby go. This is not the best way to do it, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to figure out a different way, guys. This is not good. It works, I think. It sure as hell don't want to let go. All I want to do is get that center bush out. It will not let go. Definitely won't let go. Wow. I'm gonna let the thing burn. Who knows, maybe that'll help it, but sure doesn't want to come out. I'm gonna have to do something with my press, I think. Otherwise it's just gonna get really stupid. And that sucks, because I didn't want to mess around with the press, but I don't see a choice here. I'm just trying to get all the rubber out, you know? Get your rubber out. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. Oh well. Hey, you gotta try shit, huh? I'm making a mess and I'm achieving nothing. No, it's just not gonna come out. Let's forget about it. Forget about it. And I'm not putting that back in my garage tonight. So I'm gonna leave that out here tonight. And we'll try a different method in the morning.